touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Falcon first down.
Ready, Blue 80, 25.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Ryan to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready?
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, high 7. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Joker. Sponge. No. Hatchet. Spine.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Hey.
Tighten up. 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
General West.
That's a gain of 3. It's
Here comes
3rd
the
and
ball.
1.
I see you, boy. I see you. Go.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Leo! Rush in!
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee bricks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
On 1st down, Gordon. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, Sam off.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
53, Mike. I'm on. Alert 3. Rock it. Back. Hey, Delta. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Hey, lock it. Smooth.
49, check 49.
53's the mic. 53, check 53. Get your swerve on. Hey, Zoo.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon, and he'll get in. again. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your room.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked out by Justin Simmons. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. 6-6. Pull it high. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Fan.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Double dog. That's the way. Check. Hey, wahoo. Check hot route.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Shoot. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill.
Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Ryan. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again, it's Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
59, ready. Back 25. Come on, dude.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Ready, 280.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Silver. Check it out, Reed.
Wait.
They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now Gordon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Alpha.
54 Montgomery.
Block off of play action. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. Robinson's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. He cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Ready, Blue 80, back 25.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Ryan. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Falcon first down.
Ready, back 25. I'm trying to collect.
Now a give right side. Swift. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 29, Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Haywood.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get it.
Throwing now is Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch at a first down.
Leo.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Orbit.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
You got it up.
Looking to throw on second down. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check now. You draw quarters. Go.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch it. Go.
Throwing his Locke on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He completes it to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 20, and all all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to
and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Go.
Motion.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made a shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day,